Animation is a tool for visual storytelling as much as it is considered an art form. More so than live-action dialogue, the films are told in pictures, each detail drawn with intention. In particular, Japanese cinema emphasizes these presentational aspects of storytelling. The goal is to present the feelings of the real world rather than the physical actualities of those experiences.
昭和41年頃、姉さんたちには懐かしい青春の日々。でも私は当時小学校5年生。
In this video, I will be examining how Isao Takahata's Only Yesterday presents reality through the use of color and space in order to evoke the feeling of nostalgia towards childhood experience. Otherwise known in Japanese as Omoedo Poroporo, excuse me if I pronounce that incorrectly, which translates literally to memories tumbling down. The 1991 animated film is a beautiful portrayal of a young woman named Teiko reminiscing vivid recollections of her 10-year-old experience, comparing her current adult self and the realizations she now has in comparison to who she was at 10. Formative experiences of first love, puberty, self-identity, and family drama are highlighted in this nostalgic coming-of-age tale in which audiences around the world can relate to. Isao Takahata utilizes contrasting colors that evoke similar experiences of when we think of our past. A bit hazy, unclear, but also colored with a certain innocence of when we lack knowledge of the world and how it works. The colors represent Teiko's perspective. When she feels upset, she is isolated in a room surrounded by blue walls. When she is overcome with the joy of being confessed to, she escapes the space of reality and walks upwards, soaring high into the sky and crossing the boundaries of realistic means, showing her jittery excitement. The sequence also depicts the imaginative dispositions of children. For 10-year-old Teiko, there's no boundaries to where she can fly or what she can think. She just feels and experiences the moment. In contrast, the present-day Teiko blends with her surroundings. In comparison to the red skirt she wore when she was younger, her clothes are blue and blending in with the city outside her window. She blends in with the people in the dark subway station waiting for the train to arrive, and the walls of the inside of the train. She's integrated into society and the social norms, rather than standing out as the strange child her mother thought she was when she was 10. The younger version of herself runs around, peeking through the train cabins, curiously moving through the physical spaces and spaces of present-day Teiko's mind. However, when present-day Teiko reaches the countryside, the vibrancy of the colors around her change, and as such does her perspective. Of course, one could say because it's nature that the surroundings become naturally colorful, but nature becomes a prominent and active character within the latter half of the film. As Teiko engages with gardening and exploring the life of the countryside with Toshio, her perspective also starts to shift. Her experience and enjoyment of the countryside are shown in the luscious green and bright reds. As her love of the countryside grows, the colors of the countryside also grow with details and life. Takahata's earlier film, Grave of the Fireflies, also utilizes color in order to depict past and present. In Grave of the Fireflies, Takahata uses the color scheme red in order to show the war-torn realities of Japan's past that society does not want to recognize. The red color scheme emphasizes the dichotomy between the living and the dead, and it's also used to foreshadow Setsuko's death. Society is depicted through multiple colors and tones, indicating its vibrancy, but the dead is only isolated with the color red. Takahata uses red as a symbol of isolation to show how Seita and Setsuko are unable to integrate back into society. Japan's sense of nostalgia is present throughout Ghibli's works. The idea of what we had versus what we could have is explored through the visual imagery of city versus nature and past versus present. The animated film reflects these ideas by not completely conforming to the construction of physical principles of realism, similar to how a child's imagination soars beyond understanding. It seemingly reflects and represents our world, while also giving a different version that is true to the one experiencing it. Potent and saturated are the present circumstances of adulthood, but those bittersweet memories of the past are equally present in Teiko's current decisions and interactions, and similarly evoke the feelings of ours.